going to start this video by asking the question, how much credit do you give EA for the Battlefield series? Okay, and I'm going to ask that question again. And what you're looking at here is the latest trailer for Battlefield 2042. But again, I want to ask the question, how much credit do you give EA for Battlefield? Now, before I get into it, guys, I'm definitely going to remind you, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, cut on your notifications, and if you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike. But the reason why I asked this question, as we take a look at this trailer, and I'm sure you guys have seen it by now, and if you haven't, make sure you check the link in the description. I would definitely encourage you watch this trailer, with all intended sounds and things of that nature, all the cinematics, because that's what it is, a cinematic trailer. And of course, we'll get the gameplay reveal on the 13th, which will be this coming Sunday, June the 13th. But here's the reason why I asked the question. Some of you guys may or may not know, I'm more so known for football. I'm the Madden guy, the guy who's always trying to get a simulation style football game, and Madden being the only NFL game we've had for several years. That's where most of you guys know me from, is giving my feedback to Madden and trying to make it the best product it can be in terms of authentic football. With that being said, a lot of us, we always continue to basically say that Madden, it just doesn't quite do it. Madden just doesn't quite do it. It hasn't at this point, at least in modern day, hasn't done the best job with representing authentic football. I definitely do see there's, some areas or some signs of it going in the right direction. I will give credit there, but it's just not quite there yet in terms of on-field authenticity as well as depth, and things like franchise mode, et cetera, et cetera. But besides that point, we're always saying that EA, makes good games. Whether it's EA products, and when I'm talking about EA, I'm just talking Electronic Arts, or if it's produced by EA Sports, the sports division, obviously, if it's EA Tiburon, which is the guys, the offices that make Madden and where NBA Live came from as well. Or is it, EA Canada, which a lot of people would say that FIFA and NHL, are the more premier games in terms of sports, right? And, EA Tiburon, that section of EA Canada, that section of EA Sports is who produces FIFA and NHL, as well as UFC. So my question to you guys, outside of the main question in the video, and I really want to hear your answers here. I really want to hear your comments. And I know some of you guys are going to go off the rails and say, oh, everything they do sucks. Okay. And, if you want to leave those comments, that's fine. I'll read them. But I'm legitimately asking you guys, what games do you think are the best EA products? The best games? What games would you go out on the limb and say, man, this is the best game they make as a conglomerate, as a company? Some people would say Battlefield, because of the detail, the direction, the depth, and things of that nature. Some people would say Battlefield. So that brings me to my question. How much credit do you give EA for Battlefield? Because for you guys that don't know, of course, DICE became a subsidiary of EA back in 2006, right? Back in 2006. So it's not like it's a homegrown EA product. They acquired DICE, and of course, like I said, it's a subsidiary. And now, obviously DICE makes the Battlefield games, and the big boy of the situation would be EA, Electronic Arts, but DICE is pretty much the company, or, the outfit, if you will, that makes the game. So again, that's why I asked the question, how much credit do you give EA for Battlefield? Very interested in hearing you guys' thoughts on that, because like I said, man, it's all about authentic products, authentic gaming. Me being a sports guy, I'm always looking for the most authentic sports title in terms of football We continue to, to say that Madden isn't it, at least not in its current form. So it makes me wonder, will it ever get to that point? And it's not that I don't think that the development team is capable. They are. They're definitely capable. I've said that, several times, numerous times, and I know they don't make the final decisions. But it does make you wonder, though. Why is it that Madden and even NBA Live, why do those games turn out the way they do? Because of who's managing the program. Again, not talking about the devs. I'm just talking about at the top level. Who's managing the program, and even outside the devs, the engineers and animators and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it runs deeper than just the development team. And, I continue to say that because I've said that several times, that the development team is really not the guys you should be aiming, throwing your darts at, if you will, right? But when you look around and you look at all of EA products and all of the games that you probably would say are their best games, they're not produced at EA Tiburon, right? And if you're going to say Battlefield, again, it's not a homegrown EA company. So just something interesting that crossed my mind, man. So I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts. Again, the question that I have for you guys, what games would you say, or what game, or it might be more than one, are the best games that are produced by EA? And that would include just EA, Electronic Arts, as well as EA Sports. Okay? And if your answer is Battlefield, how much credit do you give EA for Battlefield? All right, so that's all I got for you for today's video. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, cut on your notifications, hit that like button. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.